now. And I'm just going to keep record as well.
Hi, everyone. And if I haven't met you before, you haven't been on before, a huge welcome. And I am Louise Buechner, and I am very excited to present an amazing young man who is our special speaker tonight, and that is Mr. Adam Buechner. And we're just going to admit a few more people, but I wanted to say a huge congratulations to everyone for your results for the month of May. We had an amazing month, and congratulations and thank you to each of you, because we make up Nutrimetics, and Nutrimetics success is dependent on every consultant, every group leader, senior group leader, executive sales manager, sales director, executive sales director, presidential director, and presidential ambassador. It's every lipstick, it's every platinum cleanser that we sell, and even better, every platinum 6-step skincare program that we sell, Adam.
Definitely.
And I know that that is your favorite, together with the color sets, whichever color sets is in the collections brochure. So thank you, and May was wonderful. I have a big belief that the first 6 months of the year set us up for an amazing second half of the year. Nutrimetics have their biggest results in the second half of the year, and in many ways we are similar to retail in that the Christmas shopping time, October, November, and December, is the biggest quarter of the year. And I absolutely promise you that the work, time, enthusiasm, fun, excitement, and passion that you put into your business this year and this month of June, you will receive your rewards by the end of the year. It is a business, it's not a job. You just don't get paid exactly the same amount of money every month, and that's good or bad. It's great that we are our own boss, and because we are our own boss, we are totally responsible for our results, but we also can give ourselves a pay rise every time that we want by putting in an extra workshop or an extra few hours in our business during the month. I have asked the amazing Adam Buechner for 3 highlights, as I do each time we have a Creating a Bright Future. And I'd like to give credit to Adam for starting this series, which has now been going for 1.5 years. And Adam really wanted to have a development program that could be shared with every consultant and above in both Australia and New Zealand. And he wanted to ask some of the most successful people in Nutrimetics to share their thoughts, their ideas, and their skills and strategies that have given them the success that they enjoy today. And I am a big believer that if you want to work in a business, go to someone who's built that business, because they're the people that do know all of the pitfalls and are enjoying the success. So set some goals today for me. 1st of June, 1st of the month, we always set lots of goals and go over what we want to achieve by the end of the month and the end of the year, Adam.
We definitely do.
So, Adam, 3 highlights. Our first highlight he gave me was earning his $1 million pin. And Nutrimetics give us a reward of a beautiful gold pin with diamonds in it, or you collect the diamonds as you go along. And that is when your business turns over $1 million in a year. So that was a huge highlight and a huge thrill. And it's the journey getting there that actually, and the striving and the effort and the focus that you put into it, it just gives you the biggest joy when you realize that your dreams are coming true. Second highlight was earning your Mercedes GLE. Yes. What a beautiful car, Adam. And I know that you felt a little bit like a rock star driving along in that car. It's absolutely beautiful. And third was working alongside his incredible team and all the peers and mentors that are his colleagues in Nutrimetics that have answered his questions and that he has learned from and is continuing to learn from, because it is a journey. And the journey just keeps on going, which is wonderful. So Adam, I know that your topic today is creating $1 million business and everything that goes with that.
Yes.
So welcome, Adam.
Thank you,
And
Mum.
over to you.
Thanks so much, Mum. Well, so great to be here tonight with each of you. And tonight I'm really excited to share with you some tips, strategies, some reasons why I built a $1 million business with Nutrimetics, and also how to build a 6-figure income, because I want to show you that this is really possible to be able to do, and go through the why, the what, the how, and the what if with each of you. So I've got a little presentation here, which I'll pull up as well. So we've just got to change some privacy settings. There we go. Got a new computer that we're working off. Beautiful. I love Canva. Just put this together in Canva. I think it's fabulous as well. So welcome along. Now, first of all, I wanted to talk about why build a Nutrimetics $1 million business. And I think there are so many incredible reasons. First of all, to be able to have time to work your own hours, be your own boss. I've always said that one of the most fabulous things about Nutrimetics is being able to do that, having that flexibility. And it also can be one of the most challenging, because if you don't have a plan or your schedule sorted, it can feel kind of like you're running a bit of a hamster wheel. So we'll talk about that tonight. Having the ability to work around your family, your friends, whatever's most important to you in your life. I love that having your own business affords you the ability to do that. Increasing your income. Who wouldn't love to increase their income and perhaps add an extra zero onto your paycheck each month, at least one? To be able to travel the world. I mean, with Nutrimetics over the past 12 years, I've been to so many different countries and have fully achieved for a trip to Madrid in September, courtesy of Nutrimetics. And then we're continuing on to Portugal, spend some time there. Earlier this year, we were in Bali, which was absolutely incredible. So I love Queenstown last September. I love the ability to be able to travel the world. Perhaps it's to have a new car or buy a new home. Company cars have always definitely been a hot button for me. And I absolutely love driving a company car with rego and insurance fully paid for, and to be able to get a new car every 3 to 4 years. Perhaps it is buying your first home or your first investment property. I'm at Mum's at Perugian Beach on the Sunshine Coast at the moment. And at the end of last year, I moved into my apartment in Newport, which is in the Moreton Bay region of Queensland, just north of Brisbane. And one of my beautiful managers in the team, my friends Amber, we were doing some workshops together, and she stayed over, and she woke up the next morning and I was in the kitchen making a coffee, dancing around the living room. And she said, "Adam, why are you so happy in the morning?" And I was like, there's so much to be happy about. I just absolutely feel so blessed every single morning when I wake up in my new home. It just gives me butterflies thinking about it. It might be to put a new pool in, or to be able to just have that sense of self-achievement, of satisfaction, and the rewards that come along with building your own business. So really excited about that. Now, I've got a little story to share with you, and I am using the analogy tonight of building $1 million business with following the yellow brick road. So I hope you know the story of the Wizard of Oz, or have watched the movie. But when we go through a transformation, it can be a little bit like a tornado in our organization or our business, just like in the Wizard of Oz, leaving chaos in its wake and landing you in a foreign territory, just far from one place that perhaps you knew and loved. So take a leaf from Dorothy's book and follow the yellow brick road. Success is about realizing that there is no great wizard to make your personal journey any easier, and you must tap into your own intrinsic power and return to Kansas, happier, wider, and more fulfilled. Just like the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion, you too can find a nimble mind, a full open heart, and a great courage residing from within. The key to unlocking these attributes is to keep physically, mentally, emotionally healthy. Anchor to your vision of home, be committed to building trust with others, and persistently working towards a better world for you. Yes, it can be hard, and with bad witches and other enemies that will throw you off your course, fear, poor behaviors, miscommunications, bureaucracy, and even NutriSpace, just to name a few. But have faith that benevolent forces will come to aid you when you need it. The good witch will show her hand when chaos threatens to ruin all, providing that you do your work to manage your personal change and fear. Now close your eyes, click your heels 3 times, and say, a new system is coming on the 3rd of July. And aren't we all excited about that? But the yellow brick road may just be your road to success, and each brick symbolizes an actionable step along the way. So I loved that story and really feel like that's important and really relevant in our business. So where does it start? Like if you're getting started in building $1 million business, it all starts with our incredible joining offer. So you can join Nutrimetics for only $0, which is absolutely exceptional. It's just moving the table, Mum. No, it's just moving the table. Yeah, thank you. So with $0 joining, which is super exciting. And that's, we had this for the first time in May last year. So it's been 12 months since we had our first $0 joining offer. And what a difference that makes in our business to be able to join for $0 and unlock all of the benefits of being your own, having your own shopping account. Then we have, of course, the rewards program. So over $1,700 in rewards in your first full calendar month that you can achieve. We have our 110 reward with the microdermabrasion and the Irina Wonder Oil. And what I've loved listening to some of the meetings with the managers over the past few months where many people are going and giving samples of those products to everyone that joins. I mean, what a great way to introduce people to having their own account and achieving their first reward. So then we have our reward 2 step in the rewards program, and that's your beautiful home and body set. We then have reward 3, $550 worth of sales. Of course, the travel platinum sets, the full size AHA, and reward 4 with the incredible makeup collection. Now, the real star of this show, I believe, is the Refer 5 program. I mean, how exceptional is it that you can join for $0? You can refer 5 people to join the Nutrimetics VIP email listing, become their own shop, and you receive 5 products, full-size products for free within your first full calendar month when you place your first order online. So that's $350 worth of products for referring just 5 people. Now, I like to really, if we are wanting to fast track our business and build $1 million business, it could just be that one simple step. I mean, if we were to sponsor 5 and those 5 people were to sponsor 5, that would lead to having 25 people in the team. If those 25 people were to sponsor 5, that would lead to 125 people in the team, which is a really great number of people stepping up to becoming a manager. If we had those 125 people sponsor their 5 a month, that's 625 people in the team. If we had those 625 people in the team sponsor their 5, then that's leading to over 3,000 consultants in the team. And I had a little look this morning. We have just over 3,000 consultants / VIPs in the team, which is really exciting. And I'll share some figures with you about what our group's turning over and the sort of income that that's producing as well, to give you a little idea on that. So the Refer 5 program really excites me. Does it excite you? Have a little look at those products, see which ones are your favorites. I love the vitamin B. And so I have to encourage everyone to sponsor their 5 to then receive the vitamin B for free. Then we move on to, of course, being able to earn an incredible commission. So you can earn through personal sales with Nutrimetics. And this goes from 20 to 45%. Now, so goes the leader, so goes the team. And I'm a big believer in the minimum $4,000 a month in personal sales, which is then earning $1,800 in income personally that month. I put myself on a bit of a challenge this year to level up my business. So my minimum requirement that I've given myself is $10,000 a month in personal sales. And I know then that earns me $4,500 for the month. So altogether, that works out to be about $54,000 a year just from my personal sales. So that's a good income to be able to benchmark with. So you might start with 1,000, then you might build that to your 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000. But I'm a big believer in maximizing the compensation plan. So if I read a comp plan and see, okay, this is where I can maximize my income for the amount of time and energy that I'm putting in, then that's where I want to be. And with Nutrimetics, it's at that $4,000 level. We then have the ability to be able to work through building a team, which is exciting. And we have an incredible way to be able to build a team. So from group leader, which is $2,500, senior group leader, which is $5,000, and executive sales manager now, which is $10,000. And this little presentation is on the wrong screen. So I'm just going to flick back to that and just share my others. But to be able to build income, not only on your personal sales, but to be able to build income on your team sales is incredible. So I love that we can do that within our Nutrimetics business. So I'm just going to pull up my new stats on our tracking because I just redid this PowerPoint and they are here. Beautiful. So let's go back to this. I'm going to flick through between a few PowerPoints. Present. Amazing. So we have, of course, as I mentioned, the personal sales, but then we have the ability to step up. So we've got a promotion on with Nutrimetics at the moment and love to be able to follow the path, follow our yellow brick road along the career path. So the first level is group leader. So when you achieve $2,500 BV in group sales and you personally sponsor 3 consultants, you step up to the first level in Nutrimetics, which is called group leader. You achieve a beautiful makeup case and also a 3% bonus on your team. So you're earning your personal sales income, plus then you're also earning your team income. We then have senior group leader, which is $5,000 BV in group sales and having 5 personally sponsored consultants. You'll want to tick that off by achieving your rewards program anyway with the 5 VIPs. So absolutely love that. And then you receive the Pandora Moment Snake Charm Slider Bracelet, plus, of course, the Congratulations Heart and Stars Dangle Chain. Not only do you receive the freebies and, of course, the recognition, but then you start to earn a 4% bonus on your team. So that's additional income that you're earning each month. We then have the Sprint to Leadership. And when I first joined Nutrimetics, 13 years ago for the first time, I've joined twice. So the first time I became a manager, the program was 14,000 and 14,000. And that was 13 years ago to become an executive sales manager. Then when I joined the second time, which was 5 years ago, that was 10,000 and 12,000 to become an executive sales manager. So this is the most generous program that I've personally seen in 13 years to become an executive sales manager. So 1 month of $10,000 in group sales. And I'll do some breakdowns to show you how that's possible as well. Then you, of course, receive the Pandora Padlock and key dangle charm in your choice of silver or rose gold. You also earn a 5% bonus. And it's a beautiful level to be able to step up to. It's definitely achievable as well by breaking this down. And then you can choose to continue on the yellow brick road. So we have 2 months of 15,000 to be able to earn a $2,500 Visa card at the moment. A few months ago, it was to earn a trip to Madrid, and in a few months, there might be another promotion. So they're always changing these second and third month rewards, but so fabulous to become an executive sales manager and then choose to continue, if you'd like to step up to that $15,000 a month. When your team is doing the $15,000 per month, you're earning 7% from your group sales. So that's an income stretch, and that's definitely a level up with that. You also start to earn what we call a cash for car allowance. So that gives you $500 a month for not having a company car every time your group does 15,000 throughout this program. And then after 4 months of 15,000, you can choose to take a company car with rego and insurance and servicing all paid for. So just some income examples. So as a beauty VIP, you can join, you might do $1,000 in personal sales, which we equate to 2 workshops. So the average workshop, we say in Nutrimetics, is around $500 BV. I think it's probably a little bit higher, but let's say it's $500. So by going out and doing 2 workshops in a month, you're earning $300 on your personal sales. Then say you start to welcome people into your team, and you can then step up to group leader and start to earn some bonuses. So with group leader, you might be doing $2,000 in personal sales. So that could be 4 workshops. And you might have some VIPs that have joined and started to place orders. So a new VIP that has placed $500 order, another that's placed $475. They were very close to their gifting. We're going to definitely let them know. Then we've got the other $500 level and someone else at $327. So your income then from going out and doing 4 workshops plus sponsoring some people and helping them achieve their rewards is $814. Do that times 10, and that's an extra $8,000, which is fabulous extra part-time income. Then we move on to senior group leader. So you might be selling $3,000 in personal sales by just doing 6 workshops or get-togethers. You might have some VIPs hitting the Star Club, so achieving their $1,000 in sales, some at the 500, 750. So you start to earn more income on your team. And really excited, the extra 4% that you're earning there, so an extra $280. So income total of $1,520. Then we step up to executive sales manager. So you might be leveling up to your 8 workshops per month here. So that's only 2 per week, earning your $1,800 on your personal team. And then your team, besides what you're doing, is doing around $6,000 in group sales. So you're earning an extra $500 on your team sales, which equates to an income of around $2,300. So again, that's a really great, I think as an executive sales manager doing $10,000 per month, that's a really fabulous part-time income. Like you can build up to that part-time. We have many girls in the team who have become executive sales managers over the past few months. We have the beautiful Christine Pond in Billy's team. Billy is here. So Christine works a full-time job and became an executive sales manager. We also have Kerry McCall. Kerry McCall works a full-time job and became an executive sales manager. We have, of course, Shannon Cohen, who recently became an executive sales manager. Shannon has her own makeup artistry business, then was doing some other side jobs as well, and has a beautiful family at home, so was working around this. And we also have Mel Livermore, who became an executive sales manager in the last few months. So Mel has a beautiful Xander at home, her boy, and also works part-time and has her makeup artistry business on the side. We also have Amber. Amber's 19. She's the youngest manager in our team. Amber works 3 days a week, and this is her part-time business as well. So you definitely can build up to becoming an executive sales manager part-time. Then if you decide to continue on to the $15,000 per month, which unlocks all of the other benefits of being an executive sales manager. So you start to receive your cash for car allowance, or you can build up to achieving your company car, which is the Hyundai i30. Billy's in the room here and just received her Hyundai i30 with rego and insurance paid for. So I know Billy's been absolutely loving driving around that car and sold her existing car yesterday. So was able to cash up on that as well. You also then can start to earn elevation bonuses. So when you develop people in your team to group leader, senior group leader, ESL, you start to earn some elevation bonuses as well. It also unlocks international travel, which is super exciting. Then we have sales director. So how to build $1 million business and build a 6-figure income is to become a sales director with Nutrimetics. And sales director is when you and your team are doing $58,000 in sales per month for 4 months. Now that might sound like a lot, but let's have a little breakdown of that. So if you're out doing your, say, we're doing only 4 workshops a week now as a sales director and selling 4,000 because we've become extra skilled. For a month. For a month. So for a month, and we're selling $1,000 at each of our workshops because we've also got some customer orders coming in. We're doing some great hostess coaching. So that's working really well. We have an executive sales manager in our team that's doing around $15,000 a month. So they've just come through. We're earning $900 on that executive sales manager's team. Then we have our second executive sales manager who's doing $20,000 a month in his or her team. And then we have another executive sales manager doing $40,000 a month. So you can see the pay breakdown for ESM 1, 2, and 3 there down the bottom. We also then have, of course, the BMW or cash for car program. So you're earning an extra $1,100 a month if you choose not to take a company car. Or the company at sales director actually has a program where you can choose your own car. So you're given a budget and you can choose your own company car, which is super exciting. Then you also get the opportunity to unlock the petrol card plus the international trips. So examples, and this is a real life example of a sales director in my beautiful mum's team. It's actually my brother. And this is an example of his income for 1 month in the last 12 months when we nutted this out. So great income for working his business as well. Then we move on to really some of the steps in building a $1 million Nutrimetics business. So we've talked about why build a $1 million business. We've talked about the steps, so what it takes, how you can level your business up. Now let's talk about how. And I think one of the most important ways to get started and to really level up your business is to have a plan. So if you have a plan to build a $1 million business, what does that look like? What's your time frame? What would you like your income to be? I often hear that we spend more time planning a holiday than we do planning what we're going to do with our business or our finances over the next 12 months. So it's a great idea to sit down and really plan. What I first started to do was I'm just going to stop sharing my screen as well. I started to look at my month every month on the 1st of the month. So great day to do this, 1st of June. You might like to, after this Zoom, sit down and have a look at your month, or you might like to diarize some time tomorrow to do that and have a look at everywhere that you're prepared to work your Nutrimetics business in the month. So put in any family commitments, any friend commitments, any birthdays or christenings, anything you've got throughout the month, and then have a look at, it's just some me time. So I like to put in where I'm going to Pilates or where I'm going to yoga or where I'm taking some going down to the beach for a walk. And then I put in my work time, everywhere that I'm prepared to work throughout the month. Now that's the first step, is to plan and put that through. And then it's really to stick to that plan, which we'll talk about in a moment. So I started with just 1 month. Then I started to look at, imagine if I did this quarterly, if I set up the next 3 months, how organized would I be? Now, naturally, I am in the personality profiling that we've done at conference a few times, I'm what they call a mango. So a mango personality style is a little bit all over the place. So naturally for me, scheduling, plans and time blocking are not an area of expertise, and they don't motivate and inspire me. However, it does make things so much easier to work towards your goal when you're organized. So I've started to do quarterly blocks. So I'd have a look at the quarter, when I was taking time off, when I had birthday or friend commitments. I'll call my dad or my brother, some of my friends, and say, hey, is anything happening over the next 3 months that I need to be aware of and put into my calendar now? Because some of my beautiful friends and family members aren't planners. So it's kind of usually a last minute, hey, we're getting together on Saturday night. What are you doing? So I like to be able to plan my schedule in those quarterly blocks. And now what I've done is I've booked out my entire year. So from today until Christmas, I have every single time block set as to what I'm doing for each day. And whilst that's super scary, because I do love the idea of being a little bit spontaneous, it's also really exciting to have the year mapped out and know exactly what I'm doing. Now I'm going to start moving into 2024 and having a look at what my first few months look like. So you might like to start with the plan. What does your schedule look like, and how can you really take some time to decide where you want to spend your time throughout the months? Then it's about taking action. Taking action. So without action, a plan is really just a dream. So we want to be able to take action. So what does action look like in terms of building a Nutrimetics business? First step, I would say, with Nutrimetics, I had a beautiful appointment with one of our new consultants today who wants to become an executive sales manager. And I said, the first thing that I learned when I got started, and the first step, was to get 10 bookings in my diary. So 10 workshops, 10 Zooms, 10 facials, 10 anything to get started. So writing a prospect list and booking in those 10. And you might have been in the business for a while as well, and go back to that. It's a great strategy to get restarted, re-energized, or level up your business again. So 10 bookings. Something that I was reading about as well in regards to building $1 million business, one of the lessons that I have here is to create a hey yes offer. I'm going to call it a hell yes offer. Something that is so exciting that people won't refuse. So we decided this morning to be able to, with beautiful new consultant in our team, we decided to put together a $100 voucher. So for anyone that has a workshop with her with a few girlfriends, they will receive a $100 voucher to be able to claim any products from the product catalog, and we can order that through product rebate. So that $100 voucher costs us on average $25 for a booking gift. Okay. Then we decided, is that exciting? Are we excited about that? Like, I'm really excited about that. She was excited about it, but she really wants to level up and become a manager as soon as possible. So how can we make this a hell yes offer? How can we make this a, oh my gosh, this is absolutely incredible, and no one's going to say no? So we thought, why not just offer an AHA as well? A $100 voucher and a $99 product for having a get together with 4+ people. Who would say yes to that? Who's excited about an offer like that? Yep, we've got some people online. Now, I know when Amber leveled up to becoming a manager, we put on an offer that was, rather than the, I've just got to re-spotlight my video. Rather than putting on like an AHA, we decided to go with a brush set. So Amber said, yep, I'm happy to order brush sets. I'm on 50% commission, so we can order those at half price, which is fabulous. So you can chat to your upline manager about what your hey yes or your amazing offer can be to be able to get bookings in the diary. So choose something that really excites you, because everything comes from bookings. That's where we meet people. The group presentation is proven to be the most successful way of booking, sponsoring, selling, and meeting new people to develop. So I would suggest to start with 10 bookings. Now, when you've got your 10 bookings in the diary, then it's time to continue the bookings challenge and level that up to 20. When you've got 20, go to 30. When you've got 30, go to 50. And last year, I was looking at my calendar, I had 50 bookings in my diary, and I thought, imagine if I was able to build my bookings to 100. 100 in the calendar for the year. I was like, oh my goodness, wouldn't that be incredible? I probably wouldn't have to do any lead generation events again. And Mum said to me when I first got started, if you have 50 bookings in your diary, you have a business for life. So why not make it 100? So I had a little look yesterday, and I currently have 192 bookings in my diary for the next 12 months. Which is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I never thought that that was possible. I really didn't. So, but it started with 10. It just started with the 10 bookings in the diary. So I encourage you to start with the 10 and then level up from there. I get so passionate and excited about bookings. So taking steps. Start with the bookings and everything else will follow. Like, really, we could talk about The sponsoring there, again, I love the 10 sponsoring principle, like start with 10 as well, 10 bookings, 10 sponsoring. That's my sort of success formula that I work with. And then once you hit the 10, go to the 20, go to the 30, go to the 40. I find that I personally go into double-digit growth in my business when I'm sponsoring 100 people a month in my ESMship. That's what really levels my business up. Now, I don't have the highest activity rate from people that join our team. We have lots of people that join our team, and the company average is that 33, 32% of people place orders. Ours is a third of that in our team. So we have to sponsor 3 times as many people to produce the same sort of sales within our team. But it's exciting. Chat to your upline manager as well about something that we call the sales growth formula, because you can have a look at your business and it could be just, a few months into the business, you can have a look at your sales growth formula and it will tell you 3 things that are really cool. The first thing it will tell you is your consultant count. So that's how I had a little look at mine and had a look at how many consultants we have. So let's say you have 50 consultants or VIPs in your team. The next thing it will tell you is your activity rate. So that is out of those 50 people, how many of them are placing an order each month? So 50 divided by 3 is around 16. Yeah. Awesome. So activity rate. So let's say 16 of those are placing an order, which would be about the 33%. Yes. And then there's a figure called productivity. And productivity is really exciting as well, because productivity tells us how much on average each consultant is spending. So the company average is around $230 is the productivity rate. So if I have my consultant count, my activity rate, and my productivity rate, it's really a mathematical equation. Now, maths is something that I'm okay at, but I wouldn't say it's one of my great loves. Whereas we have Billy here. Billy definitely loves maths. It's one of her great loves. But what I am excited about is goals and plans and dreams. And this really helps to bring those together to create what you want for your business. You can determine your income with this, and you can determine your group sales that you want to get to. So let's work on this. We have 50 consultants in the team. 16 of them are placing orders, and the average order size is $230. So if we do $230 and we times that by 16, we know our business then is doing around $3,680 a month. Now that's without us, that's just the team. So say that we were to double that and we have 100 consultants in the team. Then our team's doing around $7,360. So say we were to have 1,000 consultants in the team. So then we know our group's doing around $73,600 a month. That's getting quite close to that $1 million business. Yes. So the magic number may just be 1,000 consultants in the team, or perhaps a touch higher, depending on your productivity and your activity rate. So you can chat to your upline manager to understand those figures, because you can determine where you want your business to be with those figures. And then you can also determine your income. So a little bit of, I guess, some facts and figures for you about sort of where my business is at. So we had our first $2 million year, the year before last, which is really exciting. That was at the back end of the lockdowns, and our business just absolutely boomed. So we went from having our first $1 million year, and then we did over $2 million the next year. Then our business hit a little bit of a roadblock, because just as on the yellow brick road, there will be challenges. There will be the bad witch. There will be obstacles that you need to be able to overcome. So our business had a little bit of a dip. And then we're at about the $1.6 million tracking now in terms of sales for the last 12 months. My income for the last 12 months is sitting at around $178,000 from my Nutrimetics business. So $178,000 in income. I'm really happy with that. I think that's fabulous. Like, I started as a new consultant just it's 5 years ago next month. 5 years ago next month, I started as a new consultant, so built my business up over those 5 years. However, what I've also started to do is start implementing or start adding, in which this feeds my Nutrimetics business, is my masterclasses. So I'm a professional makeup artist. I did some upskill training. I'm also a color expert. So something that you might like to do to be able to really create a niche in your area and in your Nutrimetics business is become really well skilled in something. And that could be makeup, that could be skincare, that could be color, that could be leadership skills, it could be management, it could be time blocking. My goodness, if you were super skilled at time blocking and become an expert at that, that's just as powerful as any other skill or talent. So as part of my talk tonight, I really want to encourage you to be able to upskill in an area of your choice. So I started running makeup masterclasses. Now I had a little look over the past 2 years. I've run 980 makeup masterclasses, which averages just under 50 a month that I'm running at the moment. So that then we get-togethers, appointments, workshops. And I remember when Mum was talking about her uplines in the business when Mum first joined. One of the beautiful girls was Terry Jones, and Terry averaged how many workshops a month?
She averaged 9.2 workshops a week.
9.2 workshops a week was Terry's average. 9.2 times 4. So it's, around 37 workshops a month. And I was like, oh my goodness, imagine if someone was to do 37 workshops a month. Wouldn't that be like, that's impossible. You can't do that. And then it's funny when we continue to stretch our comfort zone, it's incredible what can happen. So 980 masterclasses we've done in the last 2 years. And that's been, of course, with the beautiful support and collaboration of my incredible team. In the past 12 months, we've sold 2,587 tickets to our makeup masterclasses. So that could be to your skincare masterclasses, that could be to events that you run. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's about putting on something that people want to come to. And the ticket sales generated from those events has been $131,810.84. So what that's been able to do is level up my income an extra $100,000 for the last 12 months. Now, I wouldn't be able to do that without an incredible team of people that I have to support me to do that. And I'll chat about that process as well in a moment. So come up with a plan, take some action. The greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. I love this little quote. So with so many bookings in the diary, gosh, there have been some obstacles from starting a class and having my phone on silent and people can't find our class. So, that's been one of the obstacles. For a venue canceling last minute. And the other day we were staying at the venue and it was 9 a.m. to set up. The venue opened at 10 a.m. to the public. So they opened the door to us at 5 minutes to 10. So I'm standing there with all my masterclass stuff. The girls have arrived and I'm like, we're just going to wait out the front. Couldn't call the venue. We couldn't do anything, but that didn't matter, right? You just kind of roll with it as well. I was like, girls, who wants to help me set up for our class today? I'm going to give you all a free brush cleansing pad. It's going to be very exciting. So all the girls and all the attendees helped set up for the masterclasses. I've had COVID twice over the past 2 years. So we've had to reschedule some things, but it's all okay. There will be obstacles, there will be challenges, and that's where you start to really learn, I think, and implement new strategies to be able to handle that. Something that we did, we actually have a cover sheet, and let me just see, I'm sure I have it on this computer here. Cover sheet for any booking that we do now, because there's such a follow-up process to be able to do. And remove pin, such a follow-up process for every class that we run. So we decided Bree in our office said we need a cover sheet. So we came up with this cover sheet here. So when I do a makeup workshop or a skincare workshop or a glam masterclass, we put in the location, the name, date, time, number of attendees, and then we have a little bit of a checklist because my mango personality needs it. So process the payment. Have we done that? Have we submitted the order? Where was the order sent from? Did we send it from Nutrimetics? Was it on their account? Did I have products in stock that I sold? Do they want samples? And I might grab a little sample pack, if that's okay, Mum, to show that as well. Have we sponsored them as a VIP member? Have we added them as a friend on Facebook? Have we tagged them in? I have a group for all our VIPs called the Beauty Club. So that's where we tag them in. We have a little welcome video in there. Have I added them to contacts? Have I sent them a welcome text? And then what else were they interested in? And also a 3-week follow-up text. So we can send this through to the managers and directors, just as a little process that we now have to be able to follow everything up. And it definitely makes things a lot easier. I'll show you with my little sample packs as well. Something that I decided to trial a few months ago was to create what we call a platinum sample pack. So these are on the C5 envelopes. You can order these from Nutrimetics. And inside, we have just printed these labels. You can actually get these labels for free from your post office, which is exciting.
Free.
Yeah, some post office.
They weren't free.
Oh, they weren't free. They were free at a stage, now they're not free. Inflation. So
$30 for a pack of 100.
Okay.
Should I pay for it?
Thanks, Mum. Appreciate it. So in our platinum sample pack, we have the AHA card. Now this is called on NutriHub or NutriSpace AHA card. So it gives a description on how to use the AHA, and then it has all the steps to the platinum products. And then we just put a few samples in here. So we've got a platinum cleanser sample. And I've got a little label, if you can see there, that just says platinum cleanser and mask. So you can buy these foil sachets online from Amazon, from eBay. They're just called a foil sachet. We buy them in lots of thousands, and we decant the platinum cleanser and toning essence into them. Then we have the DNA. So quite a few of the girls in our team just do the cleanser, toner, and DNA. That's a fabulous little trio that you could choose to do there. I would always suggest to purchase your cleanser and your toner on product rebate, or if it's on a really great special, and then that makes it a very affordable sample sachet to be able to make up. In my full complete sample sachet pack here as well, I have the Tight Firm and Fill face serum, the Firm and Lift mask, and also the AHA, because I'm obsessed with that. I haven't put the new night oil in there yet because I'm a big believer that everyone needs AHA at this stage. And first, they need AHA first. They need to exfoliate first and then move on to extra treatment products, which I love. And then, of course, the Lift and Firm mask comes in the platinum set. So this is all targeted around the 6-piece platinum set. So I thought, what if I was to, and you might do this with 10, maybe 10 platinum sample packs, but I thought, what if I was to do this with 100 and track my results? So 100, it cost me around $6 to put this together. And that included postage. Around six to $1. Well, now they're $1.20, so it's probably $6.40 now. And to create the sample pack. And I thought, what if I was to give this to 100 people that came to my classes, my workshops, my friends, family, people that I saw, and see what my results were. So I did that. And from those 100, I sold 8 platinum sets.
6-step.
The 6-step sets. So I had 8 people. So let's go back to, and I'm really learning to have a look at, was this a great business decision for me? Because for many years, I just did it and really didn't then look back and decide if it was a great investment of my money. But now I have a mortgage. So looking at that, so say it's $650 for that investment. So it cost me $650, let's say, to make the 100 sample packs. And then I sold 8 platinum sets. So platinum sets are $2.99. Let's just say I earned 45. I had a 45% discount on them, which would be great. So I'm earning then $134.55 on each set, times that by 8. So my income from that was $1,076.40 for the $600 investment. So that was cool, right? I didn't make heaps of money, but I made enough to cover my sample packs and another to do another say 40 or 50 more sample packs. But what that did do is that produced in my business over $2,392, well, $2,392 worth of sales into the month, and 8 new platinum users. that didn't buy it at the class because they weren't sure that they wanted to, but when they trialed the products, they were like, yes, I want to do that. So now something that I've implemented is every time someone doesn't buy platinum, they get a platinum sample pack from me. And then I follow them up a week afterwards and say, hey, how are you going with the platinum sample pack? What did you think of it? Have you started to use it yet? So that's something that I absolutely love to do there. Let me go back to our little spreadsheet here. So you don't need better goals, you need better systems, and always works with teamwork. So down the bottom right here, this is my beautiful friend Bree. Bree's actually upstairs in our office at the moment. So Bree works full-time hours in 2.5 days per week. And is also studying at uni and has an events job as well. So Bree came to our conference and works at most of my personal scheduling. So putting in all the appointments, with systems and processes for our office, social media, client liaison, is able to do all those incredible things while I'm out doing my classes. I also have Taryn on the right-hand side here. Taryn's been with us for almost 2 years, and Taryn works 4 days a week in my office and works mainly with socials, status 3, text messages, tracking, before and afters, and they're both absolutely exceptional. I feel so blessed to be able to have them in my life. And why I'm showing you this is because before and after photos, yeah. Why I'm showing you this is because for me to be able to level up my business, I needed to have support. And you might be in the position in your business where for you to be able to create more time in your week, perhaps your time's maxed out throughout the week, you might need some extra support. So you might need someone to come in and help with the cleaning. You might need someone to come and help in with the cooking. You might need someone to be able to help in your office. And what that allows you to do is go out and do the things that are really going to make a difference in building your business, which is the workshops, the booking, the sponsoring, and the selling. So I think that was, one of the best decisions I made. And it also makes it so much more fun to be able to do together. Because when I'm at home and in the office, I would prefer to be on the phone, which I am a lot of the time, distracting myself from my office to-do list, or out there with the people. Like, that's where I have a lot of fun, and that's where I know it'll generate the income. But let's have a little look at this. Say you were to do 1 extra workshop per week because you had support in your office or around the home. How long would it take to get ready for a workshop, do the workshop, and come home? How many hours would we say? Mimi, Sandy, I can see you. What are we thinking? 5? Yeah. 4 to 5? Okay.
5.
Let's go 5. Let's go 5 to be generous. So 5 hours. So if you went and did 1 workshop per week extra, so that would be, let's say your average sales were $500 per workshop. So you're going out and doing that. So you sell BB. So you sell $2,000 BB. You would definitely, that's extra, right? So you're definitely going to be on your $4,000 for the month. So you're earning from that $2,000 BB, you're earning an extra, let's even say $900. So $900 for the month. So what could $900 buy you in time? So if you were to have 5 hours a week, say you employed someone for $30 an hour, would you agree that would be a reasonable rate to get some help with something? Yeah. Okay. So, and for 5 hours, so that's $150 per week that you'd be paying. You're doing that 4 weeks of the month. So that works out to be $600 in expenses to have someone help you for 5 hours a week. And you're earning an extra $900 for the month. But you're meeting new people, you're building your bookings, you're sponsoring more people, you're developing your business by being able to have support. So that's something that I've seen mum and dad do in the business from when I was born into it, I guess. And I've decided to take that on to be able to do that for me too.
You have them on contract, not as an employee.
Yes, I have them on contract and not as an employee. So
there's no superannuation.
Yeah, no superannuation, no extras. No extras. That doesn't sound very good. We give them lots of free products. No. So no, it's beautiful to be able to have the support and also be able to give you the space to develop your business to the next level if you need to. Because as I was talking to Brie earlier today, and we said we don't really love the term like we all have the same 24 hours in the day, because all of our lives and our days are completely different, right? We have different families, or we have different circumstances which take up our time. But I believe what we can do is we can create some more time for ourselves, create some more space. So that's a little example on perhaps how you might look into doing that. I have a little photo here and it's gone a little bit blurry. I'm not sure why, but these are our beautiful team of managers. So we have 12 ESM ships in our team. Oh, they're unblurring as we go through. 12 ESM ships in our team, and being able to support and mentor and to be able to work alongside these incredible women is just, it fills my heart with absolute joy. And I think that's what I think the most exciting part about building $1 million business is the people, is to be able to work with such incredible people and to listen to and to jump ideas off. Like Billy's a late night sort of conversation person. And so I'll call Billy on the way home for a masterclass or a workshop, or if I'm driving from mine to mum's or mum's to mine late at night, and we'll have a chat. And it's absolutely fabulous to be able to do that. Whereas Beck's an early morning person. So when I do wake up early to go to a bridal makeup or do something that's a little further away, you know, I talk to Beck on the phone. We have such beautiful conversations. It's really cool to be able to do this, go on this adventure with a team of awesome people. It just makes it so much more exciting. So love everyone in my team and so grateful for each of you. So what if you were to build $1 million business and a 6-figure income? Perhaps you would win some extra awards at our conference. Perhaps you'd be working in a job that's really fulfilling you and you'd love. You'd meet so many incredible people. You'd be able to pick up on all the extra incentives that Nutrimetics has, be able to put a deposit down for a house, to be able to have a ring that you never thought you'd be able to have, which is one of the incredible rewards that we have. To be able to drive a company car. So in the last 5 years with Nutrimetics, I've had the privilege of driving 4 Nutrimetics company cars. So from when I started, top left, that was my first car that I received. Then on the right-hand side, the Hyundai i30, and gosh, I love that car. It's such an incredible car to drive. Being in Billy's the other day, it is so zippy and has all the functions and features that you need in a car. Then stepping up to sales director and being able to choose your own car. So BMW or a Mercedes, or being able to drive your dream car. I've got a new goal for what I would love in my company car, which is the Defender. So I can go off-road and go hiking, and I think they're about 130,000. So I've got that on my goal list. You might be able to travel the world and go on holidays wherever you want to. I feel so blessed that in the month of August, I'm taking 3 weeks off to go to Greece. And I was invited to a beautiful friend of mine wedding in Santorini, and I've never been to Greece before. So that's giving me extra motivation at the moment to work on Sundays and to fit in 3 masterclasses or workshops in a day when I would usually do 2. To say no to going out to friends with dinner because I'm going to be with them in Greece anyway, so I can have dinner with them there, right? So to be able to do that is just super exciting. To be able to travel on our Nutrimetics trips. This is up the top left in Queenstown. We had our welcome night on the snow, which was just one of the most incredible experiences. And bottom right, this was us in Croatia as well, just a few years ago. So being able to travel with all of our peers, our managers, our directors, the corporate staff from Nutrimetics is something that I look forward to so much every year. And not only do we get to experience this once throughout the year now, we can have the opportunity to travel twice a year with Nutrimetics. 5-star expenses mostly paid for, which is great. Love absolutely being able to spend time with family and friends. So being able to work alongside mum in the business, my brother and my dad, is really special. But being able to, like, I know last month when I was running masterclass series down to Victoria, I stopped into my brother's for a few days and we were able to see my brother and the kids, catch up with some of my friends along the way. So I definitely find spending time with family and friends one of my most cherished things to do. And I make sure that that's part of my plan for my schedule as well. I'm also able to take, when you earn a trip for two as a sales director, you're able to bring whoever you want to with you. So I brought my beautiful friend Danny, my bestie Danny, to Queenstown last year. Bree, my beautiful friend, came with us to Bali. And I've called one of my other friends from Sydney, Lucy, and said, hey, Lucy, want to come to Madrid and to Portugal in September? And she was like, yes, I will definitely be coming. So to be able to take people on those trips is truly special. I know Mum's been able to take her brother to, where did you take? Barcelona and Morocco. And then you took your sister to Casablanca. No, Barcelona. Both to Barcelona, yeah.
One brother, one sister, Barcelona.
Yeah. So being able to, take whoever you want to when you're a sales director on those trips is really exciting, really exceptional.
Taking Alicia to Madrid.
To be able to have fun. One of my favorite things to work with Nutrimetics is to be able to have a great time. I love to be able to go out and dance. I love to be able to go on adventures. I've already looked in Spain, one of the scariest hikes that I can go on, where I have to clip myself up a thing and wear a hard hat, and I'm there for it. So I'm really excited about that. I'll be doing that after our trip to Madrid. So be able to have lots of fun. So what if you were to really level up your beauty business? What if you were to create extra space in your week by having some help? What if you had a conversation with your family and your friends and you said, I'm going to build $1 million business and I've now got a bit of an action plan on how to get there? How incredible would that be? What if you were with us every time we travel overseas, driving your ideal car and earning a 6-figure income? What difference would that make to you and to your family? So thank you for having me here tonight. I so hope that you enjoyed jumping on. Love being here with each of you. It's one of my most favorite things to do is my workshops and jumping onto our Zoom. So thanks everyone for joining.
Thank you, Adam. That was absolutely wonderful. Absolutely enjoyed it. And I hope you did too. Now, what we usually do, and Adam usually does this, is the summary of what did we take away from the presentation tonight. And a big hello to all my friends that are on. So good to see you. So Adam took us on a journey with the Great Wizard of Oz, and that it can be physically, mentally, and emotionally difficult at times. And for me personally, Adam, it's about building resilience, and that's what you've done. And sometimes I say some of the Adam funny stories. I couldn't think of them all today. However, I know when you first joined, you said, Mum, I will do facials, but I'm not doing any makeup.
Yes.
Okay. And what did I say to you when
Adam, you'll halve your business and halve your income.
That's right. So immediately he made a decision that he would step out of his comfort zone and apply makeup. And for both of us, Adam, we'd never done a facial on anyone. I'd never done a makeup on anyone. It was going outside your comfort zone big time. And I know that one of your strategies for success is to do something out of your comfort zone every day.
Yes.
Now, I don't know that you do it every day, but that's certainly one of the goals. And if there is a challenge, you go, okay, what can I do? And if it's out of your comfort zone, you still do it. You don't go, I don't know how to do this, which is great. The good witch, though, will show you the way. And I liken that to just tapping into the positive side of your personality and going, okay, I'm going to say I can do this rather than I can't.
Yes.
It's about the glass being half full instead of half empty. And if half empty is your normal go-to thing, okay, it's half empty, but what is the good that will come out of this? How can I approach it with an enthusiastic, passionate, excited way rather than just being scared and saying, no, I'm not going to do it? The rewards program, I know that you are so excited about the rewards program. and that your goal is to help everyone achieve that. But it's also got to be their goal. It's got to be something that they want to do. And as you practice and practice and practice, you get better at knowing who to follow up and who to just let them be a VIP, let them use their account if they want to. If they don't want to, then they can fall away on your inactive list. And then both you and I and so many of our managers, we go back to our inactives after they've been inactive for 6 months, and we give them the opportunity to join again. And for me, I love having my consultants come back again, having another try at the rewards program, and building that relationship a little bit more if the time is right for them, and the same for you. And whether that's a manager or a group leader or a consultant. And giving examples of the wild melon oil and the microdermabrasion. I know when Natalie Gruzek mentioned that on Creating a Bright Future, you told her that she changed your life.
Yes.
Because what a great idea. The Refer 5 program is exceptional, and sponsoring as well as booking is your passion. And we know that the number of people that you bring in the business will decide your group team volume. The number of bookings will decide your income for the month and the number of personal people that you can sponsor. And congratulations on all you've achieved this month and the last 5 years. Over 3,000 consultants in your team, and this is such an exciting goal for you that's been achieved. So next goal is double it, 6,000.
So this is where I get it from.
Or we could go 1,000 at a time.
5,000 sounds
Right.
good.
Vitamin B free. I can't stop raving about vitamin B. And I was talking to one of my managers, Wendy Barrett, and she said, Louise, you just raved and raved and raved about the vitamin B clarity booster. And she said, now I use it every morning and every night, and I can't live without it. So you've just taught me something. They have to sponsor 5, so they get the vitamin B3.
Totally.
I love it. So sometimes it's just those little things that gel with us, and we go, okay, now I've got it. Encourage everyone to sponsor 5 and receive the vitamin B free. Do a $10,000 personal sales month.
Yeah.
And maybe some of the girls and guys listening could aim to do that in October and November.
Yeah. And that's kind of where it started. I know that Kathy Duncan put that challenge out, and many of us went for it last year.
It was Christmas, October.
It was Christmas.
Wasn't it? October.
Yeah. And I did it for the 2 months, and then it got to January, and I thought, why don't I do this in January? Because January is usually, not a high sales month.
We go on holiday.
Let's do it in January, because if I could do it in January, I know I can do it in any other month.
Yes.
And I did. And then I was like, okay, this is a benchmark. So
yes,
it's exciting. The income on that is really exciting. And I shared that journey with Liz. I know Liz's personal sales last month were over 13,500. And she said to me, Adam, that's easy. Yes. It was easy.
Yes.
And it's funny that it does become easy. It wasn't at first. My gosh, it was scary, and it was huge, and it was like mammoth. Yes. Yes. But once you do it again and again and again, like anything, it's like, oh, this actually, when you break it down, this is achievable.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, because a lot of your income will come from personal sales.
Yeah.
And I do believe you can then look someone in the eye and say, I can show you how to earn $1,000 a week. Or that's because I was laughing at you. That's the eyeliner. And Linda promised me it wouldn't move. You can earn $1,000 a week when you sell your 9,000 to 10,000, depends what your expenses are, because I like to take off your expenses. And you can earn your $54,000 a year from your personal sales, which is an excellent income. Personal sales plus building a team, that is the road to success in Nutrimetics, no doubt about it. Another funny story that I will tell them, and I don't think for a moment that you have to be perfect. Not long ago, you went to do a masterclass and you'd forgotten your workbooks.
Mhm.
So you were at a golf club or some sports club, and you got
A few
them.
weeks ago,
Yeah, you got them to photocopy the workbooks for you.
Yeah.
So solve that problem.
Yeah.
And there's been plenty
Forgot
of
workshops, forgot brushes.
forgot brushes.
Yeah, forgot order forms.
How did you cope when you forgot the brush set?
You just use your fingers.
Use your fingers to
Whatever.
So there's all funny stories, but what happens is it builds your resilience.
Yeah.
And I'm reading the Ant Middleton book at the moment, Total Resilience. And it's just the best book ever. And I know, Adam, you do a lot of personal development. Well, you worked with a coach for 2 years.
Yeah.
Every month for 2 years. That taught you a lot of personal development. You also worked with a coach that who's your cousin who wanted to practice on you, that taught you the time blocking.
Yes.
And that is, if you want to do 4 hours in the day work, time block it to, for example, 1 hour work on bookings. And all you do for that hour is bookings. You might take a 5-10 minute break. The next 60 minutes, all you do is concentrate on sponsoring, ringing and making sponsoring appointments, or ringing people and following them up that you thought might want to join, or there's a special offer on.
Yes.
And then he taught you to time block, for instance, following up your customers or sending them a customer mail out. A brochure, or sending them some samples, or just giving them a call. And as you know, a lot of our friends did a lot of target marketing in the month of May.
Yes.
Every client that had used DNA got a little text. Hey, this only happens usually once a year. Would you like your DNA for either half price for 1 or 2 for your $92? They target marketed the 5-litre CLC. What are your 3 top favorite products, Adam, in the whole Nutrimetics range that you believe people can't live without?
DNA, definitely. Moisturizing system and Typhim and Fill. Followed by AHA.
So you got 4 tops there. Love it. Absolutely love it. And I would encourage you to target market, to send little messages to clients, family, and friends when the products that you love most are on special. I think that's a great idea. Loved how you took us through the different levels in Nutrimetics and the sprint to leadership.
And it takes a little while to learn those once they change.
Yes.
So it's always good to revisit those.
It is. And all the presents that you get along the way. And not everyone will know, but your Bulgari ring, you got a $4,000 voucher to go and buy a piece of jewelry.
Yes.
As one of your
5,000.
5,000. Oh my goodness, it was more expensive than I thought. Very, very good. And that your average workshop, you've based your figures on $500 BV, but I know that your average workshop for makeup or for skincare or for Christmas workshop, whatever it might be, is $1,000 BV now.
Yes.
And I'd love to let you know, how exciting is it that you can expect to double the results that you get with the hours and hours and hours of practice that you're prepared to put in. Okay. So, and the elevation bonuses and becoming a sales director, and then just achieving the extra rewards that come with that. That everything in your Nutrimetics career is super scary, but really exciting. And that's from doing the scheduling, the plans, and the time blocking to stepping out of your comfort zone and learning your makeup skills, which is now your forte. And nothing happens without action. And start with 10 bookings in the diary. So I'd love you to all start with 10 bookings in your diary. 1 booking in your diary a week will be sensational. That was my goal when I first started. But whatever you want to set your goal as, set it today, set it tonight, and do your very best to make it happen for that month. Adam, have you always achieved your goals that you've set down each month?
No.
Have you always achieved your goals that you've set down each year?
No.
No, but you kept on going. What kept you going?
I think that what kept me going is I really I've become obsessed with growth and with learning and with stretching my comfort zone. So I think that the more that you fail and the more that you have disappointments or obstacles or challenges, the more that builds resilience. So the easier that becomes. So if I don't hit a target or hit a goal, I'm like, that's cool. What happened? Let's redo that. Like, let's redo that again. Let's redo that again. Let's redo that again. Let's redo that again until I get it. Or then I talk to you or talk to a coach and say, okay, I'm not getting it. Something's going wrong.
Yeah.
What can we do to switch this around? So yeah.
Yeah, very good. We learn from each other. We learn from our mentors, and we learn. I read my books and listen to the podcasts, and you love listening to podcasts and Audible books.
Definitely.
And what are 2 or 3 great Audible books that you recommend everyone listen to? And should they invest in having the Audible?
Yeah, I love Audible. That's where I listen to all my audiobooks. So the 15 Laws of Growth by John C. Maxwell. That's what I'm listening to again at the moment. Absolutely love that. That's been a huge thing for me. I also loved Leading in Tough Times by John C. Maxwell. That was fabulous. I'm listening to as well, all the Ant Middleton ones. So there's Mission Total Resilience, The Fear Bubble, Zero Negativity.
I'm just about to ask you to help me add The Wall.
The Wall. Okay.
Yes, it's one of them.
And something that was quite humbling was the 15 Levels of Leadership as well. I've listened to that one about maybe 10 times now. And it's so good to figure out where you are in terms of your leadership level and what you can do to level up. Because one of the most rewarding yet most challenging parts, I think, of increasing your business is managing other people or being able to lead other people. And because in this business, we lead, we inspire, we encourage, we're not their boss. So being able to increase your leadership skills, I find that's something I'm constantly learning about and have a real passion for, because I want to be the best leader and I'm going to make mistakes along the way. Yes. And I say to the girls, there's, and I loved what, who did Deanna say? I re-edit that. Natalie Gerzik. One of our amazing speakers said,
it was Natalie.
Can I just re-edit that? I've been using that. I like say something. I'm like, oh, let's just re-edit that. And I'm learning about that too. Or I need to go and talk to my advisors about that, which is my mom.
Very good. And next month we have the beautiful Julie Diamond.
Yay!
What do you think they are all going to learn from Julie?
Julie has such an incredible energy and presence about her. Jenny has Julie has an absolute passion for beauty. So you're going to really get a lot from what Julie's going to say. I'm excited. Last time Julie spoke about her story, it was just incredible. I loved hearing all about it.
I did.
And Julie and I talk quite often, love bouncing ideas off Julie. So
and she's willing to go out of her comfort zone to build her business.
Definitely.
So two of my favorite podcasts at the moment, and my gorgeous friend Annette French is on tonight. And Annette got me to listen to a podcast called The Business Of. And The Business Of is a podcast run by her grandson and his best friend, Charlie. So it's Will and Charlie, The Business Of. And they just interviewed Darren Lockyer. And I listen to my podcast when I do the drive down to your place for an hour and a quarter or an hour and a quarter home, or I'm driving down to New South Wales, or I listen just a 10-minute drive to Noosaville to have my nails done on Saturday. So The Business Of, I can't recommend it highly enough to all of you. If Adam puts it on the screen or on the chat, you can watch it via the internet. I do it via Spotify. or you can do it, all the different methods, which I don't understand, but I do understand how to get up my Spotify and my podcast. So highly recommend that you go outside the Nutrimetics arena and that you listen to Will and Charlie interview some of the best successful sports people, business people that are around, and love the cricketers that they get because they have a passion for cricketers. So they interview all the cricketers, they interview the footballers. And I absolutely love the Courage to Lead. And that's by my friend Alan Sicard. And he's in New South Wales. The guys, Charlie and Will, are in Queensland. And he interviews some of the most amazing, amazing people in New South Wales. And I have to say, the guy that he interviewed that did his trek down on the Atlantic down to the South Pole was just incredible. Incredible. And one of the most incredible interviews that I loved from Charlie and Will was interviewing a lady who is a principal of one of the grammar schools in Brisbane, and it was totally girls, and she took them through the transition of making it co-ed. And it's one of the most successful high schools in Queensland. And the words that she used and her presentation were exceptional. So I am going to challenge you to become an expert at the Nutrimetics business. And to me, these are podcasts, basically Zoom calls that are designed to be the Nutrimetics University. And this is taking you through the additional steps that will make you successful and going a little bit beyond the basics. So please listen to some inspiring people on the podcast or the books and increase your level of grasp of business and grasp of psychology and the personal development skills that are necessary to become a great leader. So good luck on your leadership journey. Good luck on the month of June. Hope to see you online tomorrow night. Are we a bit excited about the release of the new color at a
So excited. Cannot wait.
Yes. I think you're doing a masterclass, so you'll have to.
No, I'm actually home.
Are you home? That is
crazy.
So good. And so excited about next Tuesday night.
Yes.
With fresh staff from Melbourne.
So tomorrow night will be more of the marketing department talking about the products, the innovation, going through the ingredients.
Why this formula?
Yes.
I love the formulas the best.
Yes.
Actually, Adam.
I
the
love the
ingredients. I love it. I'm so excited.
And then on Tuesday night, we have an incredible makeup artist, Fresh Star from Melbourne, taking us through how to use the new products. And Fresh Star is a makeup artist. So
she is.
Might just be some new makeup products.
Yes. And I'm going to throw it out there. Adam was just telling me about a makeup masterclass that's available in Brisbane on the 11th of June.
Yes.
So I'm just going to get you to help me book that in.
Yes.
Because I'm going along to that. And anyone in the Brisbane area that can come to the Centre Stage event with Nutrimetics, Adam Buechner is the makeup artist for that night.
Yay.
So going to promote you to everyone, Adam. Congratulations. Hope you, so I'm going to Merton. I can't say his last name. Artistry. So challenge you to step out of your comfort zone. I won't know anyone when I go to this class, and for me, that's stepping out of my comfort zone as well, not to mention financially as well as time-wise, but that's what I want to do to level up. So congratulations. Let's make June wonderful, and thank you for being part of the Nutrimetics crew. Love. Lots of love.
Awesome. See
Thanks
you, everyone.
again, Adam.
Thanks for coming along.
Bye.
Bye.